Hi everyone and welcome back to the Diamond Moment. I'm your host, Luciana Cordero, and today I'm here with Daniel. Hi Daniel, how are you?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me.
Well, we're glad to have you here today. And well, let's talk a little bit about your journey as a fighter first. I wanted to know what first got you into martial arts and like combat sports. Was there any like specific moments or a specific person that inspired you to start fighting?
Um, when I was in high school, I was doing a little bit of track and stuff like that. But since I feel like team sports were not really meant for me because I feel like I could give more than what the other people could. So I wanted to look for a sport where if I win, it's because of me, because of my skills, and if I lose, it's because of my mistakes. So Um, I started in kickboxing. I found a gym called Valhalla, and it was near me, and I was like, why not? It's a new experience. I'm gonna try it. So I started kickboxing, and I fell in love with it. And I had my first fight, and I didn't throw any kicks at all. It was all punches. So that's why I transitioned into boxing, and yeah, it's just been like that since. That was like 5 years ago when I started. So yeah.
Yes, so that's how long you've been competing?
I trained for like a year and then I started competing at like 17. So yeah.
Yeah, interesting. So how would you describe your fighting style? I know you just mentioned doing kickboxing and then doing more punches and kicking. But how would you describe it and how would you say that it has evolved over time?
Yes. At first, on my first boxing match, I was really nervous because I didn't know it's my first time boxing, so I was just developing what I had, and I didn't know if it was going to be enough, if it was going to be good. But I do look at a lot of professional boxing and I follow a lot of those people and I take a little bit from their books into my style and I practice it at the gym and thankfully I feel like I'm I'm quick to learn new things, so I can put those things into my style and keep growing from that. So I feel like my style has grown a lot. um, I'm a very defensive, aggressive kind of guy. Like to counter, fight a lot. So that's kind of my style.
Yeah, nice. Well, it's definitely a sport where you keep learning. I think that that's kind of something really special with martial arts. It's like every fight gives you an opportunity to learn something new. And with that said, I wanted to ask, what's one lesson that you say, like you would say that you've learned, um, in your journey as a fighter that maybe has shaped you to who you are today?
Well, I learned a lot about perseverance. Never to stop, never to stop working on your dreams. You know, your dreams are not easy to achieve, and that's what they're dreams, but they're achievable if you work for it. So I've learned not to give up, to always keep training. Um, Boxing has really shaped my life into a very mm, disciplined lifestyle, and I have a very healthy lifestyle now, which is really good. Not just because of the sport, but also good for my life outside of the sport.
Yeah, definitely. I've talked to a lot of people about this too, and a couple of fighters have mentioned how important it is for them the discipline that they've developed because of this sport. And I love what you're saying because I've seen it in so many different people how maybe they started like improving this skill because of the sport, but then they were able to see it like show in different aspects of their life and see how it has helped them in so many different ways. And I think it's just so special to like train in a sport and a discipline that is then going to help you into different aspects of your life, how it translates. I think it's really interesting and really special. And with that said, discipline is very important because this is a very demanding sport. I mean, it's very physical. It's not every day that anyone that does not do martial arts gets like punched in the face, right? And I wanted to talk to you a little bit about how important it is not just to know how to throw a punch, but also know how to receive it. Like, what do you think about that?
Um, at first, getting punched in the face was different for sure, but um, I got used to it. I'll do a lot of sparring, and receiving a punch is you got to learn how to do that too, because you're gonna get hit. That's just how the sport is. You're gonna get hit. But what you can do is try to get hit less, and what you can do is dodge and all those things. And giving a punch, knowing how to punch. Um, the the main part about boxing is hit and don't get hit. That's what you're trying to do, at least, because you're gonna get hit. But try to hit and not get hit.
When you're fighting and you get pushed down and you're there just like trying to pull yourself to stand back up, um how do you stay motivated in these moments? Like, what goes through your mind to stay motivated? What's your thought, like your thought process, and what motivates you to keep pushing forward in your career, especially with these moments?
Right. So when somebody hits you and I'm hurt and I start thinking, oh, maybe I should take a knee, maybe I should go down. I started to think to myself, well, there's people that really care about me that are watching this. There's families here. My mom, my dad are here. They're looking at me, and they want me to fight. They want me to win. And that's what I think when I get hit hard. I think I'm not gonna go down. I'm not gonna give up. It hurt, whatever. Just take it and then keep going. Because there's people that love you that are watching and they want to see you win, and there's people that want to see a show, the people that come to see the event. So that's why you should always try to stay up and keep your feet strong and not let any punch damage you like that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you're the one that decides when to get up, right?
Right.
um so yeah, that's really nice. And okay, so when you look back at your journey, like so far, because there's still lots to come, but when you look back at your journey so far, are there any like key moments that you can like pinpoint that you say like, oh, this was definitely like a turning point that like taught me a special lesson or that led me to where I am today?
Um, when I won my first trophy, it was against a guy that trained against professional boxers. Um, I didn't know that when I fought him, but I knew that after. I won that trophy, and I told to myself, God is really with me on this sport. This I'm not doing this alone. I have like somebody's looking over me here. So ever since then, I've been dedicated. I haven't stopped training. Um, I'm not gonna give up. I do want to go professional. I know I have a big career ahead of me, like you said, and but I feel like that point where I decided that I wanted to keep going, that I wanted to pursue that professional career, was when I won that first trophy, because that was a very tough fight, but I did come out on top, and yeah, that was the turning point.
Yeah, definitely. And I guess just looking back at all these moments, and there are so many ups and downs that make it like the downs make the ups look so much better, right? Um, and yeah, I mean, best of luck going forward. And yeah, I'm very excited to see what you do going pro and everything. It's going to be really interesting. So I wanted to get talking a little bit about, well, the Valhalloween that's coming up. Days away. It's very exciting. How are you feeling about it? How are you feeling like heading into it?
I feel good. I feel prepared. You know, I've been training for a good, good little bit. I actually haven't fought in a year, so I'm excited to get back in. I haven't fought in a year because it's been hard to find opponents in my weight class, so I had to move to a new weight class. Now I'm fighting at 147 or 145, around there, and I'm excited. I know who my opponent is working hard too. It's gonna be a great fight. People are gonna love it, and yeah, this is the first step into going into even bigger things. Halloween is gonna be great. It's gonna be big. I want people to be there, to not miss it, not just for me, but for the rest of my teammates that are fighting there. Yeah, it's gonna be a great event, and I'm really excited, and I feel prepared.
Yeah, it's really exciting. We've heard a lot about it. Expectations are definitely high. So I wanted to ask you, what do you expect from Valhalloween?
Lots of huge, crazy fights. Lots of huge, crazy fights. There's 17 fights. I expect my teammates to. I expect my teammates to all win. Of course, I'm not gonna say I expect my teammates to lose. I expect all my teammates to win. I expect myself to win, and I expect for the people to enjoy the show.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a show. So, what, I mean, you just said you expect us to enjoy the show, but what can we expect from seeing you guys fighting there?
There might be some knockouts here and there, maybe.
Okay.
You know, there might be some fights that go to distance, but they're gonna be explosive fights for sure.
Well, that sounds great. That's very exciting. And, well, I wanted to ask you this as well, because I think it's really interesting. But, okay, you mentioned that it was a year since you last fought like this. I wanted to know how you've been preparing for this fight specifically.
I just got asked this a week ago by somebody, and I told them I haven't stopped training at all. You know, even in these ups and downs, I haven't fought in a while. Yes, but that doesn't mean I can just stop training because I'm not fighting. I haven't stopped training. I've been sparring a lot. I've been running. I've been doing everything. So I don't feel like I'm gonna be that. Um, it's not gonna feel like I haven't been there a while. I'm still gonna feel good. I'm still gonna feel fresh. Um, the only thing is I haven't felt the crowd in a while, but I'm excited to feel the crowd again. So yeah, I feel like I'm gonna be great. I'm gonna be good.
Yeah, amazing. I think that goes perfectly with what you said at the beginning of the interview about how perseverance is so important, and it's one of the key lessons that you've learned. Uh, this is it. Like you've just shown how it has impacted you in your life. I mean, you never stop. You keep going, even if you're not fighting in that moment. You keep training. You keep pushing for the next opportunity, and I think that's great to hear. To end the interview, this is my final question. Is there any advice that you could give to people who are maybe just starting into martial arts or considering joining martial arts?
It's a very demanding sport, um, but it's a really good sport for your mentality. It's a really good sport for your physical. Um, as long as you're focused on what you want in the sport, you're gonna get it. If you want to be a champion, you gotta train like a champion. And yeah, you don't want to be just some mediocre fighter. You want to be a champion. That's why you're joining the sport. It's a serious sport. You're gonna get hit. You might get hurt. So you gotta take it very serious. Um, so yeah, just take it how it is. A very serious sport. Train hard if you want to be a champion.
Amazing. That's great. Well, now it's your moment. I'm going to give you a minute. You can talk about the event coming up. You can invite our audience to come see you. It's you talking to them now. So take it away.
Okay. I want everybody to come to Valhalloween this Saturday. It's going to be a great event, huge event. Fighting for the title against a really tough opponent. Can't wait to see everybody there. A lot of great explosive fights coming up. Gonna be a great event. Please be there. Do not miss it.